Hi, Taurus. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for November 2025. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in November and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you might want to check that out. This recording is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. I'm using the Tarot Mucha Tarot deck in this reading. All that being said, Taurus, now on to your November 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. In this month of November, everyone on this planet is going to be affected by light codes that are emanating from the sun. That is raising our frequencies and vibrations and expanding our consciousness. We will all be affected by this one way or another. So keep this in mind that November is likely to be a very impactful and pivotal month for us all. So I wish you many blessings in this month of November. The first card you have, Taurus, is the Five of Cups, and this is sadness, loss, and regret. But not all hope is lost, because there is still two cups that are not spilled over and remain upright. So not all hope is lost, but there could be some feelings of sadness, loss, or regret for some reason. Some of you said something you shouldn't have said. I feel like you put your foot in your mouth. Yeah. But it was like, I feel like you were trying to hold your tongue. It either happened or it's gonna happen. Because sometimes predictions, people tell me, oh, that already happened to me. So, but it's like, I feel like you're struggling not to say something and you know you shouldn't, but you do it anyway. And then you will regret it. So if it hasn't happened yet, take this as a warning. When that feeling pops up in you, don't bypass it and say the thing you're resisting saying, because if you do, it's going to cause a fight or some kind of argument, problem, something. You could also get backlash for supporting someone. Maybe it's, the leader of your country or somebody else, that you support somebody and then you express it and then people come after you about it. That could happen for some of you. Be careful what you say in the work environment, especially about politics, social ideologies, and religion. I wouldn't talk about those things in the workplace, or there's going to be fights and arguments. And it feels like if there is any arguments like that, it could go south really fast. Some of you may feel guilty because you bought something you shouldn't have. Now, maybe, you and your partner are struggling to pay bills or something else is going on, but you bought something that was like for you or really expensive. You could have some kind of regrets about that. You could have somebody that is critical of you in November. It could be like a coworker or a boss or a client or customer, But I get somebody like either scolding you or being critical of something you did. Maybe it was a mistake you made, or I don't know, but I get you could be having some criticism being levied at you. It could be from a family member, you know, that can happen all the time, right? It can happen easily, but it could be like a work-related thing, a business-related thing, client, customer, boss, something like that could come up for you. So the next card in your reading, Taurus, is the Fool. And this is starting out on a new path and a new journey with high hopes and high aspirations. But you have to have your wits about you and not have your head in the clouds and not have on rose-colored glasses, or you could fall off the cliff. So you have to, it's a good journey, but you have to pay attention, be aware. You could have somebody that wants to take you out. They could want to take you out to dinner or to, it could be a date. It could be a date, but it could also be like a good friend of yours or a relative that's like, oh, you know, oh, Taurus, I want to take you out, you know. So it could be a friend or a relative, but for some of you, it could be a date. I feel like at this meal, at this dinner, or at this date, or whatever the circumstance is, like, I feel like you're really going to shine. You're going to do well. If it has anything to do with business, you're going to be sparkling and shining and really impressing people. But you could also have that same reaction if it's a date. You could be sparkling and shining and charming and engaging, and that you could be charming your date. So that could come up here. Some of you may, if you work for a business or company, you may tell your boss, I have feelings of wanderlust. I want to get out of this office. Or I need you to give me new territory. Or let me start doing a particular task or job that involves leaving, getting in your car, driving somewhere else, or going around. Because some of you Tauruses may feel like, I feel stuck, I feel stir crazy, I need to move around more, or be driving in my car, or, you know, whatever, getting on public transit, you know, taking a train, or, you know, I don't know, riding a bike, whatever you could do. You may be saying that to your employer, like, I want to do the job where I can travel around, or let me go over to the other location and this one back and forth. Like something, you want to move and you want to get out of being cooped up in one place or in an office or in one building comes up here for you. So you may have wanderlust within your job and career, or you may be thinking of getting a career that could involve travel. Maybe you want to work on a cruise ship, or I don't know, be a stewardess. Do they call them that anymore? I don't know the political correct term for that now. Back in my day, we called them stewardesses. Maybe you want to have a job like that. You know, flying with airlines. I don't know, but some of you are either going to want to get out of the office, ask your boss for a new job or a new position, or a position that allows you to do that, or commuting between two different places, or you're going to seek out a job that would give you the flexibility of traveling, whether it's local or maybe long distance. If you have to show up and make some kind of presentation, I hear it's the capstone of the event. So if you have to go to a conference, a seminar, a gathering, a meeting, and you have to give some kind of presentation, the capstone, it's like the cherry on top, like you're finishing off the scenario in some kind of performative or speech-oriented way. So the next card you have in your reading, Taurus, is the Queen of Cups, and this is a water sign person, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. It could be you if you have a if your sun, moon, or rising sign is a water sign. This could be somebody you have feelings for. You may already be in a relationship with them, or they could be maybe somebody you have a crush on and you're admiring from afar and you have feelings about them, but they don't know it. This could be somebody that looks at you and says, you break the rules, you play games and do things. So this could be a partner to you that doesn't like some of your behavior, because I'm getting critical behavior. It could be a boss, it could be a significant other that could think those things about you. It's weird because I pick up you like really interested in this person, this water sign. You could have a division of some kind of almost like a love-hate relationship with a water sign person. And that could be somebody you work with, it could be a friend, it could be somebody in a club, group, or organization you belong to. It could also be at work. I mean, you got to think about, where is this love-hate relationship? It's a general reading, Taurus, so I can't pinpoint it totally, but they may want you to come to terms with some kind of decision you made or contract you made, because you may want to break a contract, or they may want to break a contract, or the breaking of a contract could come up to do with this water sign person. If you're in a relationship and you're not getting along with someone and you're married, you could be getting divorced or talking about it. That's possible, but I'm getting a whole mixture of things here with this Queen of Cups. And, you know, whenever the court cards, the people cards come up, they're the hardest to read because they can mean so many different people. If you're seriously coupled with in a love relationship where they feel like you're not giving them the attention they need, they may want to break it off with you. Maybe they've told you this before and you didn't listen, or I don't know what it is, but you could have an argument with this person. They could be reeling in the big, I have to be careful what analogies I use because I don't want any YouTube strikes. Pulling out the big guns. That's what I got. So that could be what they're doing. But I mean, that's figuratively speaking. I don't think they literally mean real ones. I feel like they want to see something explode. Like they want a fight, an argument, or they want their relationship to end, or they're trying to like influence you to shake you out of something that they think you're not, like maybe they think you're too complacent, or you're not giving them enough time or attention or focus that they want or need from you. But for some of you, this is somebody that you could have like an interest in, and you may want to see them romantically. So you really got to sort out all the things I said here in this particular card. So before I continue on to cards number 4 and 5, I just want to let you know here, if you're interested, I did record a brand new video series for my Vimeo on-demand videos and my Patreon shop. Wisdom and Guidance Psychic Tarot readings using the Wildwood Tarot deck for each sign of the zodiac. I looked at 4 different categories in this reading. I looked at love and romance, friends and family, career and finance, and health and wellness. I'm sorry, love and relationships. So love and relationships was the first category. So you may want to check them out because the Wildwood Tarot deck is very interesting. They're very unique cards. I found them to be very enlightening readings. You may enjoy these readings, and you might want to get your sun sign and your rising sign if you want to check them out. Also, my Spirit Animals Tarot, Oracle cards, and Jasper Crystal reading, which I did for the month of October, that's still new. If you resonate with animals, animal totems, animal spirit guides, anything animal related, or you have past life connections to animals in whatever culture you lived in a previous incarnation, you may really be attracted to the Spirit Animals readings. I used 3 tarot cards from the Animal Totem Tarot deck, 1 Animal Medicine card from the Medicine Cards deck, and 1 Spirit Animal card from the Messages from Your Spirit Animal Spirit Guides card, Oracle cards. So there's a lot of messages and predictions in there. Both of those readings cover a 1-year time period, from the wisdom and guidance from October 2025 through October 2026, and the Spirit Animals September of 2025 through September of 2026. And don't forget, my Psychic Crystal readings for November 2025 are available, and they are a continuation and an expansion of the readings I'm doing right here, right now, on the tarot readings on YouTube and Rumble. So if you want to see what else my guides have to say for this month, you might want to get those crystal readings. All these links are down below in the description box under the video. They're also on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. All the video links and the Patreon link are in both places. So if you want to get the videos on Patreon, you can on the shop, or you can get them on Vimeo. So I do appreciate your purchases, so thank you for that. So now on to card number 4, you have the Justice card, and this is dealing with court documents, legal papers, lawyers, the court systems, judges, settlements, divorces, mediation. Also can be in a situation that was once unfair and unjust, now could become fair and just for you. You could go through divorce. You could find yourself single in November or December. If there was any kind of litigation that you had to go through, I feel it gets finalized, or you go through the final stages of it in November, especially if it had anything to do with like a client or customer suing you or the company or business you work for something. But it could be any legal thing, but that does come up to me. So those kind of things could be settled for you in November, especially towards the 3rd week. You may feel mixed up about it. You may feel like the judgment goes in your favor in some ways and goes against you in another. So I don't really know. It depends on what the issue's about. So I don't feel like it's like a clear cut and dry win. Like I win or I don't win. I feel it's more like, well, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Like you win in some ways, some aspects of it's good, some not so great. Some of you may be going back to school or studying something that has to do with criminal justice or the justice field or the court systems, or to become a lawyer or something on that nature. Also, ironically, because it has nothing to do with law, if you're into the medical field in any capacity, you may want to take classes and courses, go back to school or take additional training or classes or courses involving the medical field. So law and medicine come up here through this Justice card if you wanted to expand your knowledge and studies. You could have, some of you may have somebody that wants to hire you as part of their legal department or legal team. So maybe you have some experience in working with law, or whatever your educational background is might be enough for you to work at a law firm or some company's legal department, Whether you're working as a lawyer or not, I don't know. You could have other duties in a legal department without having to go to law school, or, you know, or at a police station, or, you know, something. You could be working in some law-related business, field, company. You may change your name on an address, on documents or licenses, permits. You may be doing it, it could be as a cover for something, or it could be maybe if you got divorced, you changed your name back to your maiden name or whatever. I don't know, but you could be changing your name and your address, or one or the other, on documents. I see you doing that. So the last card in your reading is the Three of Cups. And this is 3 sisters, 3 females, 3 friends, help from friends. It could also indicate attending parties, gatherings, or celebrations. There could be a celebratory conclusion to something going on in your life. You could be throwing the party, right? You could be attending the party or throwing it. Some of you are going to get together in a gathering of friendship, and I feel like these are either like sorority sisters or fraternity brothers, but it feels more like women to me. Or, you know, siblings or friends that are very close getting together. Could be due to Thanksgiving. And this keeps coming up to me in these readings, but I know not everybody lives in the United States, but Thanksgiving is in November in the United States. So this could be you going to a family gathering of that nature. Somebody in the group may just have gotten divorced or went through some kind of breakup. And so this party could be like, woohoo, it's a breakup party. Like, I'm free, like one of those deals. Could be for some of you. It could either be you, or it could be one of these other people that you're going to be with. I see you guys almost screaming with laughter. You're laughing so hard. You guys are going to be telling stories, talking about memes that are hilarious, or other things that are just, you're reminiscing about things that happened in the past that were hilarious. I just see you guys laughing, and laughing so hard it's almost like screaming. One of you laughs so hard, loud, it's almost like a scream. You may create an online profile and get in sync with some kind of group, or your group gets in sync with another group. So I get some kind of online profile. It could have to do with a club, a group, an organization that you're forming, or that you and your friends want to join, or that you already have and you want to join with another one. So because I get creating an online profile, but I don't feel like it's your profile. I feel like it's you and these other people in the Three of Cups card. And I don't know, maybe you're starting like a travel group, or a wine connoisseurs group, or a go out club and every Thursday night group. I don't know what group it is, or a bowling league or something, but you may be creating like a website, an online profile, and then you want that profile to either be on a bigger website, or you want to connect with like-minded other groups that do the similar things, like, because that, like, getting group involvement with other groups of people is linked to this. So the best gemstone crystal I got for you, Taurus, to work with, use, and wear in the month of November 2025, you got Amazonite. And Amazonite is a stone of truth, hope, and flow. It brings clarity and calm. It dispels negative energy and can protect from electromagnetic frequencies. It has great healing abilities, and it's associated with luck and overall success and money. It's going to make you feel healthier. It may invigorate your bloodstream, get your circulation going. I feel like it's also going to be helpful with like hormones, your hormones in your body, regulating hormones. I do feel like it is going to bring you good luck. So if you're going anywhere where you need luck, could be to a casino, which I'm not promoting gambling, but it could be anywhere, or like to a job interview, or to an audition, or, you know, a first date, whatever, wherever you need luck, to the racetrack, betting on the horses, I don't know, wherever you need luck, especially in the month of November, you should carry this, Taurus, carry Amazonite or wear it. If you're having trouble with insomnia, I would wear a piece of Amazonite or place it under your pillow or right next to your nightstand on your next to your bed. Because for Tauruses, it's like something about this is going to help with if you're somebody struggling with insomnia. It's definitely going to ratchet up your energy and make you feel more like feisty and like you want to get going and get moving and be action oriented. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It does mean a lot to me, and it helps me a lot. And thank you when you hit that hype button, because I have seen my videos start to show up more. So I do believe it does help the algorithms. And if you're interested in any of the special videos I record on very specific topics, bringing you more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides, you can get them on my Vimeo on-demand videos and also on my Patreon shop. I've created a list you can read here on this slide. They are also linked below this video in the description box and on my website, theluckymermaid.com, on the videos page. You can also get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides by following me on Facebook at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, also on X, Pamela Georgel at The Lucky Mermaid, and here on YouTube on my YouTube posts. So you may want to check those out. And I also post many written content of predictions and messages on Patreon. So you may want to become a Patreon member. So I hope you have absolutely awesome month of November, all the signs of the zodiac, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.